Good morning, students. So we are learning a triangle lesson. Okay. So we solve up to 3.3 all the questions as well as theorem also. Now today also I am going to explain you the perpendicular bisector theorem. Very simple theorem it is. First part we will see to every point on a perpendicular bisector. This is a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector means what? A line which divides the segment in two equal parts. AB is the segment. So when you are drawing the perpendicular bisector, how to draw the perpendicular bisector? By taking the more than half distance and by marking arc upside and downside, and by drawing a line you will get the perpendicular. Why it is perpendicular? It is perpendicular to the segment AB and it divides. Bisector means it divides the segment in two equal parts. Therefore AM is equal to MB. So M at M here it is a 90-degree angle. So we have to see the first theorem is that every point on a perpendicular bisector means if you are taking any point here, downside, anywhere on this line, it is a equidistance from the end of segment. It always equidistance from the end of a segment. If I am taking here point, which point? Point Q. 1 minute. Why pin? Point Q. So this point is also equidistance from A and B, end point of a segment. Okay. Now see, line L is a perpendicular bisector of segment AB, which is intersecting at point M. P is any point on a line L. Okay, this is a given. What to prove? We have to prove that PA is equal to PB. Now draw a line AP and BP. We have to just join these points. Now in the triangle PMA and triangle PMB, PMA is equal to PMB 90-degree. Okay, PM is equal to PM common and AM is equal to MB. They are also by the, this is, sorry, AM is equal to BM, that is a given. Okay, now what we have to see, show these two triangles are congruent by S A S test, S A S test, and therefore these two triangles are congruent by S A S test. Their corresponding sides are equal. Therefore P is equal to PB. Same it is given here. Understood? Therefore they are equal by S A S test. Therefore P is equal to BP. What is the reason? Corresponding sides of congruent triangle. Corresponding sides of congruent triangle. Now second part. Any point equidistant from the end point of a segment lie on a perpendicular bisector of a segment. Now any point equidistant from the end of a segment lies on a perpendicular bisector. Now listen. It is equidistant, that already we know. This is given. We have to prove that. P is a point which is on a perpendicular, means PM is perpendicular to the AB. Very simple. Okay, it is a converse of the perpendicular bisector theorem if you are observing. Very simple. What is given here? Given, all of you know very well now. What to prove? We have to prove that P is on a perpendicular bisector. It means that we have to prove that the PM is perpendicular to AB. Okay, or you can say angle PMB is equal to 90-degree. Anyway, all these three concept and whatever statement I told, that is same only. Okay, so how to prove? In triangle PMA and triangle PMB, PA is equal to PB, this is given. AM is equal to MB, this is also given. PM is equal to PM because common, and if this PA is equal to PB, AM is equal to BM, and PM is common, then these two triangles are common. These two triangles PMA and PMB are congruent by side test, and therefore angle PMA and angle PMB, they are equal. If they are equal, then angle PMA plus of PMB is equal to 180. Why? Because they are linear pair. They are equal as well as they are linear pair. Their addition is 180, and therefore angle PMA is equal to 90-degree. If PMA is 90, it means that PM is as well as PMA and PMB both are equal to 90 degree. Therefore, PM is perpendicular to AB. If PM is perpendicular to AB, it means that P is a line lies on a perpendicular bisector of segment AB. Understood? Now next, angle bisector theorem. Angle bisector theorem, what said? Now listen, here proof is not there. I will explain you, but you have to write it. Every point, sorry, every point on the bisector of an angle is equidistant from the end point of an angle. Equidistant from the side of an angle. Now see ray QS, where it is, this is a ray QS, which is angle PQR is the angle. So we have to show that this QS is angle bisector. So we have to show that, we have to prove that your AB is equal to AC, means every point on angle bisector is perpendicular distance or anywhere, no. So it is equal. Very simple. Now how to prove? Now listen, what is given here? QS is a angle bisector. It means that these two angles are congruent. As well as AB is perpendicular to the QP and AC is perpendicular to QR. So this is also given. Now listen, in triangle ABQ and triangle ACQ, ABQ is equal to ACQ by 90 degree. Okay. Now angle BQA and angle CQA, because angle bisector. Okay. And QA is equal to QA. This is the common. And therefore, by the angle side test, which test I am saying, you have to prove that these two triangles are congruent by angle side test. Is it? And which two triangle? A triangle BAQ equal to triangle CAQ. These two triangles are congruent by AR test, and this is homework. Just you have to write in the proof. Okay, I explained. Now next, any point equidistant from a side of angle is on the bisector of angle. Now what is given there? AB is equal to AC. AB is perpendicular to PQ. AC is perpendicular to QR. What we have to prove? We have to prove that angle BQA is equal to angle CQA. If they are congruent, it means that AB is equal to AC. AB is equal to AC. Now here we have to prove these two angles are equal. Very simple. Now see, in the triangle ABQ and triangle ACQ, same triangle we have to prove. But why which test? Now AQ is equal to AQ. Okay, AQ is equal to AQ. AB is equal to AC and angle ABQ is equal to angle ACQ. Now see, this is hypotenuse. These two angles are 90 degree. One side and hypotenuse is equal, and one angle, right angle triangle, both are the right angle triangle. It means that by the RHS test, these two triangles are congruent. Understood now? This by RHS test. And therefore, if the angles are congruent, triangles are congruent, BQA is equal to CQA, the corresponding angles are also congruent. So this is your homework to write okay, this is your homework. So write the proof of both the theorem. It's very simple, students. Now see, properties of inequalities of a side and angle of a triangle. Very simple it is. Now see, if two sides of a triangles are equal, if two sides of a triangles are equal, then the angle opposite to the greater side is greater and then the angle opposite to the smaller side. Unequal. Now what do we have to show? If side is greater, then angle opposite to that side is greater than the angle opposite to the smaller side. Now if you are observing xyz, here it is xz is greater than xy. What is given? Xz is greater than xy. It is looking also and it is given also. Now see students, if xz is greater than xy, what we have to prove? Angle xyz, this is the angle opposite to the xz, and angle xzy, this is the angle opposite to xy. So angle xyz is greater than angle xzy, we have to prove. Take a point P on a xz such that xy is equal to xp. Now xy is equal to xp. This is our construction. It means that angle xyp is equal to angle xpy. Isosceles triangle theorem. Two sides are equal, then their angle opposite to them are also equal. Now angle xpy is an exterior angle of triangle pyz. Yes or no? ट्रायंगल पी वाई जेड का एक्सटीरियर एंगल है एंगल एक्स पी वाई. इट मीन्स दैट angle xpy is always greater than the pzy, because what is the exterior angle theorem statement? That exterior angle is equal to sum of the remote interior angle. It means that दोनों की addition means this exterior angle. It means that both the angles are less than the xpy. Both the remote interior angles are less than the exterior angle, and therefore angle xpy is greater than angle xzy. This is your first. Understood? Now listen how it is understood now. So now listen, if your xyz is greater than pzy, why? xyz is greater than pzy because your xpy is equal to xyp. It means that your angle xyp is also greater than angle xzy. But xyp plus of pyz is xyz. अगर उसमें दोनों में अगर already xyp is greater than xzy, it means that if you are adding something again, it is bigger than this only, and therefore angle xyz is greater than angle xzy. So this is the theorem. Now this also I wrote, but you have to write. If the angle of a triangle are unequal, then the side opposite to the greater angle is greater and side opposite to smaller angle is smaller, as well as this the sum of any two sides of a triangle greater than the third side. So these two theorems I will explain you tomorrow. Now this all up to this property you have to write, mention in your notebook. If you have doubt, then you can ask me, but this theorem also you have to write in your notebook. Tomorrow I will explain you. Okay students? So do study regularly. This is our homework. Don't forget, complete it and send me up.